In this video, we're going over a big multi-day severe weather outbreak that's going to be impacting much of the central United States, bringing tornadoes, winds, and hail to finish off late March. Before we get into the video, go down below and hit that subscribe button. It'll support the channel. But anyways, let's get right into the video. Looking at the storm prediction outlook for day 3. This is going to be for Saturday. We have a slight risk here for severe weather going from northern Oklahoma through through eastern Kansas and into northern Missouri. Just a little slight risk for Saturday regarding severe weather. The main concern here for Saturday is going to be large hail to very large hail across that slight risk area with some of those storms, and there is a significant hatched area down here for that significant hail, and that could go as far north as Kansas City as well. They are also saying a couple tornadoes may occur, but they're not going to be anything strong or long lasting. But there very well could be a 2% or even 5% risk for tornadoes in place for Saturday. Now, going into day 4, this is going to be for Sunday. We have a 15% risk for severe weather and a very large area, as you can see, and it's a very large area. This goes from Oklahoma over to Kansas, down towards the coastline of Louisiana and Texas, and then back up here, including over 51 million people in that risk zone right now for Sunday. The National Weather Service is expecting all hazards with this, including hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes. They are seeing that we may see discrete supercells with Saturday for Sunday setup. Which means that you're going to see that higher potential for tornadoes on Sunday. This could definitely be a higher risk setup, enhanced or even moderate potentially for Sunday. And then this risk goes eastward for Monday. You can see a very large area once again, over 63 million people included in this risk for Monday. Again, goes from New Jersey all the way down here, back down to Louisiana and the entire panhandle of Florida. They don't talk about much hazards for Monday, but I'm expecting the main hazards to be those damaging winds and hail, with maybe a few tornadoes possibly down further south. But once again, this is going to be two very, very large areas here for Sunday and Monday for severe weather. Maybe the largest areas I've ever tracked for these severe thunderstorm setups. Looking at the latest GFS model here, this is going to show kind of a low resolution future radar for what we could see throughout this weekend storm here. Now actually tomorrow, which is actually going to be today when you're going to be seeing this video, there's going to be quite a bit of heavy snow and mix up here in the Minnesota area, UP, Michigan as well. Kind of a clipper system that brings some snow to up there and also the northeast. We're gonna have this low pressure system that's gonna be the one we're tracking here about 6 p.m. on Saturday, form over Kansas, and this is gonna bring even more snow up to the upper Midwest. This is going to move forward. This is going to be about 6 a.m. of Sunday, and this is going to bring a lot of rain with it as well across just this general area of the Midwest and the Ohio Valley, the Mid-Atlantic as well. I haven't looked into this much yet, but it looks like we might see also an ice storm occur across Wisconsin and Michigan and northeast as well. These storms are going to be firing, it looks like, in the late evening hours of Sunday. In the late afternoon to evening hours of Sunday is what it's looking like right now. Of course, that could very well change, but you're not going to see very high resolution, but you can definitely see with the GFS, there are some strong storms across this area on Sunday in the late evening hours. And that's going to be moving about an eastward direction where you're seeing those strong storms across south on Sunday. Heading into Monday, and those storms are going to be heading across that Monday risk with, again, those damaging winds, hail, and potential a couple tornadoes on Monday. But I think that tornadoes could definitely be higher on Sunday. We'll take a look at what this setup has in store for ingredients and see what those main threats are. First off, looking at supercell composite here for Sunday's risk. This is going to be about midday here, and we are definitely seeing some decent parameters for supercell composite here. We're seeing those yellows and those oranges. We're seeing SCPs of up to 5 in some of these areas. So that risk for those supercells is definitely going to be there and pretty widespread, as you can see across that risk area for Sunday, even getting up to 6 over here in Louisiana. Nothing crazy high, but that risk for those supercells is there, and that's going to be and that's going to bring a decent tornado risk with it. Now looking at some of those CAPE values, CAPE stands for convective available potential energy, so it's kind of like the fuel for storms. And what we're seeing here of where these storms are going to be developing, we're seeing quite a bit of quite a bit of CAPE down here in Texas and Louisiana. As we head further north, that energy is going to become weaker, but we're still seeing quite a bit of energy up here. I mean, you're seeing 1,600 joules per kilogram. Over here in Missouri and Arkansas, you're seeing 2,000 plus. So generally speaking, energy wise, which was a concern with the last setup, energy is definitely going to be plenty for here, plenty for these storms, but we are going to have some cap, which is going to be the main concern for if these storms develop in more of the region where we have more of those ingredients. We are going to have a cap over the region in the morning, and then we're going to have, and then this model kind of shows it breaking up, allowing those storms to develop, but generally the GFS is showing potentially some cap. I'm not really sure how this storm is going to run because we're still a little far out, but as we get closer, we are going to get more details, so stay tuned for some more videos. Looking at moisture values, those dew points, it's definitely going to be pretty rich in moisture for these storms. You're seeing 60 dew points as far north as northern Indiana and northern Illinois, which is plenty of moisture for late March. 65 dew points over here, and mainly you're seeing low 60s to mid 60s across this general area. As you get further south, you're going to see much more moisture, 70 dew points over there in Louisiana and Texas. So this definitely could be a classic late setup for severe weather, especially with that winter storm up north. And look at some of those low level jet values of what the GFS is showing anyways. This low level jet is going to be decent, nothing crazy like we've saw with the past setups in March. But looking at the low level jet, the stronger the low level jet is, pretty much the more violent the storms are going to be. And it looks like the strongest of the low level jet is going to be in this area right here, and even then it's still not very strong. You're seeing around 50 knots LLJ here, which isn't a ton, but it definitely will trigger some severe thunderstorms here, maybe some tornadoes. This setup is definitely not going to look as bad compared to what we've already seen, but definitely take every storm seriously, especially in the spring season and tornado season. But again, we don't have a lot of information on this right now. We're going to get some more high resolution data within the next 48 hours, so stay tuned. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button down below, share this video with any friends or family that may want the latest information on this late March storm, and leave a comment down below with any questions. I'll be sure to answer them. But as always, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.